Good morning, this is Kathy from Tea and Stamps, and today I'm coming to you from a Texas, at least my part of Texas, that is not having a week-long 100-degree weather. We're in the 90s this week. The high 90s, but it's the 90s nonetheless. So, since we're having a so-called cold front, let's make a fall card today. So this is the one I'm doing. This is a card I made for my upcoming weekend Do Stamping with the Stars card making challenge, and we had to follow a sketch. And well, I didn't print the sketch, but when this is in my blog post on Saturday, you'll see the sketch. But this is pretty much true to the sketch, except I made these panels a little bit bigger. And this card is made with the Rustic Harvest Suite. This paper is really pretty. It's different. It's got a lot of black in it for a fall card suite or designer paper. But let me show you what I have here. It's in this catalog and it's on pages. Here we go. 48 and 49. Here's the picture, the main part of the suite. It's really gorgeous. I mean, and here's the items that are in the suite. Well, this is what I find a little unusual about this particular collection, is you get the Stampin' Dies, you get a combo gem pack. Let me show you this. It has this leaf and these little gems. These gems are really pretty. They're amber colored, and then you get all these little leaves in there that can be made into tags because it has a little hole. But if you don't want to use the hole, you can cover it up with one of the gems because it fits really nicely. So that's an interesting little pack. Also with the collection, if you bought the whole suite collection, you'd get 12 by 12 black cardstock and an embossing toolkit, which I thought was really different to add to a suite collection. But that's nice. I am considering getting this because I have one of these trays, but the end right here where you pour out all the embossing powder to put it back in the container doesn't twist off. It pokes off, and I always have trouble getting that thing off. End up spilling everywhere. But I like that. I need tweezers. I could use a nice brush, so I may end up getting that whole kit and caboodle there. But that's a nice little collection. But initially for myself, since I already had like the black paper and I don't do a lot of heat embossing right now, I just got the stamps and dies, the embellishments, and the really pretty paper. So it's on pages 48 and 49, and then more details about the stamp set are on page 50. Let me show you my little card I made so you get a close-up look at the paper. So this is the front side, and this is the two sides of each paper. So as you can see, there's 3 fallish designs, and then you have the 3 fall colors, and they all have a black and white background. So it kind of makes it versatile. So if you don't care for the design, you can flip it over. So again, it's the Rustic Harvest Suite collection. Oh, and that's the wrong pages on here. I did not correct that. Oops. It's 48 and 49. And, you know, if you buy the whole collection, it has this one number. If you're just interested in the bundle, which is the Stampin' Dies, that's a different number. If you want just the stamp or just the dies, they have their own number. The gem pack has its own number. The embossing additions toolkit, the cardstock, and then the paper. But like I said, if you wanted the entire collection, you would order this number. That way you only have to plug in one number and you don't have to go through and research all these individual items and use each number, which I think is pretty handy. So here's the coordinating colors for the DSP, which is Mary Merlot, Basic Black, Cajun Craze, Early Espresso, Crushed Curry, and Mossy Meadow. These are like all my favorite fall colors. So, and here's the stamps really pretty. That's gorgeous, that little spray. And look, it coordinates as a coordinating die. This is the sentiment I'm using with the die. This has little squiggles. I've made a couple of cards already with this set. I love this leaf. I wish there were more leaves in here because I could stamp leaves all day. And this is cool. Yeah, hopefully it comes across on camera. These dies are actually have some embossing going on with them. So when you stamp them or die cut with them, they also leave an impression. And these are like, you put these together to make a big pumpkin, and this is the stem. Pretty cool. And this is the little leaf that goes, or little flower that goes with that. There it is. That's, oh, and then I added on the back here the black paper and the toolkit. So you see everything on one little card. I like making these little cards, and then I have a journal. I just keep them in, pull them out when I need them. There you go. All right, let's get with it. I've already cut everything. This is just the basic assembly. I think this is really a really nice layout. A great way, this really is truly a great way to show off the designer paper. Oh, there goes Emma. It is early in the morning that the dogs have been out, and now they're waiting for their breakfast. And they just kind of hover around me and wait. And then once I feed them, they don't have anything to do with me until they're ready for dinner. Okay, so what I'm starting with is a basic black card base, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. All right, and we'll start from the bottom layer. This is the first layer of the DSP. I chose the ones with the stripes. I like the stripes. And this is cut 4 by 5 1/4. That's gonna go there. Oops. Oh, I don't have any dimensionals out here. I'm gonna have to go grab some. Okay, this is the next layer, and I have a little cutout here where I made some circles for this, but this is gonna get cleverly covered up like that. So this is cut 2 by 4 1/2, and this is cut 2.5 by 4 1/2. So these are the same length, just different widths. Then I had a little offcut of 1/2 inch that'll go on the liner inside. And then I stamped this in Mossy Meadow and die cut it. And let me go grab dimensionals real quick. I've been rearranging my little tool caddies, and I pulled the one out of here to rebuild it, and I haven't brought it back yet. And this morning I'm having tea in my Hawaii cup, thanks to my friend Pam, who went there last year and brought me back this beautiful cup. I'm back. I could have paused the video. I always forget to do that, but a couple times I have paused it and end up realizing I didn't pause. I hit stop, and what a mess. So I am not a video genius. Okay, I'm going to start from the inside because, well, maybe not. My scissors aren't here either. Well, we'll do the inside layer, because I don't have my scissors and I don't want to get up again. Oh, look, there's those pumpkins. Gives you a close-up look at all those pumpkins on the back. It's pretty. And we're going to cover it up. We're going to put glue all over it and stick it on this card. Alright. Oh, come on now. Don't get stuck on me. Good thing I have a backup. I really should test these glues before I start using them. This happens all the time, though. It happens when I have class, so the glue will get stuck, and I guess it was just what makes class interesting. But I really enjoy having classes. I've made some really sweet friends having classes at home. I have a class later today. I have one student. This is my Tuesday stamping class, and so it's open for more if folks want to come. All right, now to do this, I went ahead and I glued these two together first, the way that I wanted them to look. And I think, let me see, did I turn the peak here? I cannot see. Trying to find, sometimes behind DSP, if I'm gonna step. Oh, I did. Okay, good. Yeah, I will stick some scrap cardstock behind it to give it a little firmness to pop it up. You can do that. It's your choice. I like to do that. All right, I'm gonna carefully, not that one. You can tell with these little ones, if they're not very squishy when they're open up, then they've got a little plug. Easy to fix. Just gonna put glue on this area because I know where I want this one to sit approximately. It's about 3/8 of an inch showing. There we go. All right. So see, this is a little thin, so you could always add some scrap cardstock right here to reinforce it before you set dimensionals on it, but of course I don't have that this morning, so we'll just go ahead and pop a lot of dimensionals on here, because you know me, I like to use dimensionals. So wherever you're watching this, I hope you're having a good day. This is going to be published on Saturday as part of my blog post, and today is Tuesday. I'm amazed at myself at how far ahead I am. I'm probably gonna jinx myself now and be like behind the rest of the day, but it's always good to work ahead. Although I can tell you, when I was a flight superintendent in the military, whew, it's like I never got ahead unless I took work home. It's like you get your day started, and next thing you know, your boss is calling. And that just ruins your calendar. Because when they say flexibility is the key to air power, they're not kidding. You have to be flexible and adaptable and easy to change. And now that I've been retired for 17 years, or is it 18 years? Let's see. Oh, it's 18 years. No, 17. I retired in 05, and this is 22. Yeah. 17 years. I am no longer flexible. So here we go. Oh my gosh, I don't know if I put enough dimensionals on here. That was sarcasm. Okay, here we go. And I followed this sketch to the T, with the exception of I made my panels a little bigger, even though this sketch did not have measurements. The way Dawn does it, she doesn't give us measurements, she just gives us the sketch, and then we just go to town. Does that is crooked, so I'm gonna have to do that again. Carefully. Alright, so if you get it on, well, you know what, when you use that many dimensionals, you can't take it off. So this one's going to be a little crooked. Hopefully you can't tell. Alrighty. This one will use 3 dimensionals. How about that? I think that'll be good. And then we'll pop on a few of those little gems. They are really pretty. I hope they come out with some more of that color. That's just gorgeous. And I love these mums. I love mums. I like to have them in the fall, but here lately it's been so warm in like October, even November. They just don't last. So that's annoying. but I do enjoy a nice mum. Even last year, even my winter pansies died because we had some really warm spells and they were gone before Christmas, which was, that sucked. Because I always like planting pansies. One year, I planted pansies in one of the middle school, has some flower beds in the front. And I got a whole bunch of pansies and fixed up the flower beds, and they had beautiful, enormous pansies until May. It was just fabulous. I loved it. All right, here we go. Let's add some of these cuties. And I like my placement here. I think I used the small ones on this one. I'm going to use the big ones today. Put one right there. One over here. I'll get close to that. Now, where do we put this last one? I don't know. I don't want to put it over there. I think I'm going to put it this way. Kind of in these flowers somewhere. Ooh, down here. How about that? Kind of like a little triangle. There we go. Alrighty, that's it. This is my card for our Do Stamper Stars Sketch Inspiration Hop. Make sure you check out the other cards that are in this particular blog hop. We do this twice a month on Saturdays. So this is August. We're doing it on the 13th and the 27th. So, and the first sketch of the month is always a sketch, or card hop is always a sketch card, blah, blah, blah. There, you got that. Okie dokie. Thanks, folks, for joining me. The materials will be listed on my blog and on here. Have a great day. Bye.